Capacitor each having capacitance 2 microfarad are connected with a battery of 30 volt as shown in the figure. When S is closed, then what will happen? Let us find out what will happen before the S is closed, then we will find out what will happen after the S is closed. Okay. Before the S was closed, the total charge in the circuit was equal to C into V. Okay. That is, the total charge over here will be equal to C, that is the C equivalent. Now both these charges are in series or in parallel, so the resultant capacitance is 2C. It is in series with C, so 1 by 2C, it will be equal to 1 by 2C plus 1 by C, which is equal to 3 by 2C. So this is the equivalent capacitance, that is the series capacitance. So CS will be equal to 2C divided by 3. Okay, so it will be equal to 2C divided by 3 into the total potential. Total potential is equal to 30, which remains constant. Okay. Now the capacitance is given as 2 microfarad. So Q will be equal to 3 and 3 will get cancelled out. It will be equal to 4 microcoulomb. This is the total charge in the circuit initially. Okay. After the switch S is closed, okay, what will happen after the switch S is closed? After the switch S is closed, okay, initial capacitance over here can be written as 2C divided by 3. Okay. After the switch S is closed, let us say there are 2 points which are the points A and B over here. These 2 points will be at same potential because after the switch is closed, okay, if I assume that the switch does not have any resistance, so I can say that the potential difference across them will be equal to 0 because the R is equal to 0. So we applying the formula V is equal to IR, it will be equal to 0. So the potential difference across this capacitance C and this capacitance C will also be equal to 0. Okay, the potential difference across this capacitance C and this capacitance C will also be equal to 0. So I will simply obtain a circuit diagram somewhat like this: a 30 volt capacitance, 30 volt battery and a C capacitance. Okay, so in this case the new charge will be equal to Q will simply be equal to C into V, which is equal to 60, which is equal to C is given as 2 into 30, which is equal to 60 micro. So this is equal to 40 microcoulomb and this is equal to 60 microcoulomb. Okay, this is equal to 60 microcoulomb. Okay, this is the new charge. Okay, so let us find out the first thing, the amount of the charge flown through the battery. Okay, now the difference of 60 microcoulomb and 40 microcoulomb will flow through the battery. So the total charge flowing through the battery is equal to Q2 minus Q1, which is equal to 60 minus 40, which is equal to 20 microcoulomb. Okay, I have found out the answer for the first. Okay, I have found out the answer for the first. Now the second thing they have asked is the heat generated. Before finding out the answer for the second, let us find out the answer for the third, that is the energy supplied by the battery. Okay, the energy supplied by the battery will be equal to the work done. Okay, which is equal to basically it is equal to, now the voltage over here is equal to 20 volt and the charges developed. Now there are two different charges. Okay, initially the 60 microcoulomb charge was flowing and finally now initially there was 40 microcoulomb charge flowing and finally there is 60 microcoulomb charge flowing. So the work done by the battery is equal to Q2 minus Q1 into V and the voltage remains constant over here. So which is equal to 60 minus 40, which is equal to 20 into voltage over here is equal to 30. So it will be equal to, okay, it is into microcoulomb. Okay, this is equal to microjoules. So it will be equal to 600 microjoules. This will be the work done or the energy supplied by the battery, that is equal to 600 microjoules. Okay, this will be the energy supplied by the battery. Okay, so I have found out the C part. Now the energy supplied by the battery will be divided into two parts: the change in the internal energy of the circuit plus the work plus the heat generated. Okay, now the work done is equal to 600 joules. Now the change in the internal energy will be equal to the initial energy, that is equal to half Q square or half, I can say, C into V square minus, it will be equal to half C2 into V square minus half C1 into V square plus H. Okay, the voltage remains constant. Okay, we can also derive this in terms of charge, but over here I know the voltage remains constant, so I will substitute in terms of voltage. So half into V square, V over here is equal to 30 volt, so which is equal to 900, okay, into C2 square minus C1 square. The final capacitance is just equal to C and the initial capacitance I have seen is equal to 2 by 3c, okay, which is equal to 2 by 3 into c plus h, okay, which is equal to, okay, now this is in 600 micro, okay, this is in micro, and capacitance I am also taking in terms of micro. So 600 is equal to 900 divided by 2 into, it will be equal to 1 by 3 into c, and the c is given as 2, okay, plus h. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, 900 divided by 3 will be equal to 300. So the heat developed will be equal to 300 microjoules, okay. This is the heat developed in the circuit, okay. So I have found out the answer for the B2, okay. We have to find out the amount of the charge flown through the switch. Now what will happen in the initial case? Now the initial charge was equal to 40 microcoulomb. So in the initial case, I will draw this diagram once again, okay. In the initial case, there were two charges, okay, C and C, and to this there is a charge C connected, there is a capacitor C connected, and to this I have connected a battery, okay, of whatever volt, okay, it is equal to 30 volt. Okay. So initially the 40 microcoulomb charge, the 40 microcoulomb charge was flowing through the circuit. So there was 40 microcoulomb charge, okay, there was 40 at the two capacitance. So individually there was 20 microcoulomb and 20 microcoulomb charge developed across the two capacitors, okay. Now over here, when I switch off, when I close this switch, then the potential difference across these two capacitors should be equal to 0, okay. That is, I can say that V is equal to Q by C. If the potential becomes 0, the final charge should be equal to 0. So from 20 microcoulomb it should become equal to 0. So it will flow through the switch, okay. This 20 microcoulomb will flow through the switch, this 20 microcoulomb will flow through the switch, which is equal to 40 microcoulomb, and the battery over here is providing additional 20 microcoulomb, okay. So the battery itself is providing 20 microcoulomb. So total charge that is flowing through the switch is equal to 40 plus 20, which is equal to 60 microcoulomb. So 60 microcoulomb of charges is flowing through the switch when the switch is closed. So I have found out the answer for the D also.